Hey guys, Jaws of Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class Cyberverse Universe Chromia. So, here she is in her motorcycle alt mode, and yeah, now before we take a look at Chromia herself, let's quickly look at the packaging. So, yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's pretty much, your standard Legacy Evolution Deluxe box, but still, yeah, here she is in her motorcycle alt mode, and yeah, Cyberverse Universe Chromia, all this right down here, Transformers Legacy United. Aside here we have her robot mode artwork, pretty cool, it's almost ninja-like, which makes sense because this figure is actually a redeco and slight remold of the Legacy Evolution animated Prowl. So yeah, on the side here have half the Legacy United artwork there, and on the back just got some product shots right here of Chromia, 20 steps to convert, all this right down here, and the bottom, all this stuff. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So yeah, anyways, let's bring Chromia right back in the frame. Now, if you guys know something a bit different about the lighting, that's because I'm using a ring light now. That's also because I'm in a different spot. Now I'm going to be filming my reviews in my own room from now on, because some changes in my house, and now the table's been brought up here to upstairs in my room, so yeah, I'm just going to do it here from now on. So yeah, but the thing is, there's not as much lighting up here, so I figured I'd finally use my ring light that I got for Christmas, I want to say in 2022. Someone gave it to me as a present, and yeah, I figured why not use it now. So, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, let's take a look up close at Chromia in her motorcycle alt mode. And yeah, like I said before, this is a mostly redeco, just with a new head of Prowl from animated, at least the Legacy Evolution figure, which explains why it should look familiar. But yeah, now I'm not sure if Chromia did actually turn into a motorcycle in Cyberverse. In fact, I'm not even sure if we saw her transform on screen, but yeah. But I'd say it looks good overall. I mean, the deco is pretty nice. So yeah, I do like the silver paint right here. That sort of glossy paint right here in the front. I think that looks really, really nice. It looks better off camera than it does on camera. But yeah, and like the light teal they used. Yeah, pretty cool. Now for accessories, she does come with her ninja stars, which are brought over from Prowl. Unfortunately, this one kind of gets stuck a little bit when I move it around. I mean, this way it's fine, but then when I move it this way, it's, yeah, it's a whole mess. But this one cooperates quite nicely, so yeah, just like with Prowl, like there's just one of them doesn't work and the other does. But yeah, bit of a bummer, but yeah. So anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Here she is with Windblade, also based on Cyberverse. And last but not least, here she is with Prowl. So as you can see here, yeah, it's pretty much the exact same. Wait, did they change the front? No, they didn't. But yeah, still cool. I mean, yeah, you can tell they're both the same mold, but deco-wise, they're completely different. So it's not going to strike you right away, especially if you see her in robot mode. It's not going to be like, it's like, oh my god, it's Prowl. I mean, for me it was, since I own this guy, but if you've never seen this figure before, and only saw this one first, then you probably wouldn't guess it came from this guy. Here's this side. And you can still tell, they left in some molded stuff from Prowl, like the stripes right here, but they're not painted on this figure, whereas on Prowl they were painted in. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, now anyways, let's get right down to the transformation. So it's exactly the same as on Prowl. So now you could leave her ninja stars or shurikens, whatever they're called, on the side tier of the wheels, but you could also take them out if you want. But me personally, I'll just leave them right here and there. Yeah, so starting off, you just want to pop off these little panels right here, just untap them. And then next, fold out the legs right here, or at least this leg. And then flip down the kickstand. And there we go, so we got one leg done. Oh, and then of course swivel around to this way. And do the same thing right here. Well, I guess not the same thing, but yeah, right here you're just gonna want to bring down this leg section, straighten it all out, and then rotate it forward, and there you go. This one's a lot simpler than this one. So yeah, then next is split apart the arms, and then after that you just want to rotate this all around, and then bring this up. Then just flip out the hands. There we go. And got this one. There, come on. It's a little hard to get out. This is I recently got this figure, I think about 2 or 3 days ago, so it's still kind of new. So yeah, and then just bend her shoulders to right here. And then, what you're going to do next is you're going to flip down the handlebars, and then just after that, bring down this chest section, or will become the chest section right down here. But you're also going to want to just push this kind of the head a bit forward at the same time, and also you're going to have the legs at least like this or the other way, so that way there's enough clearance to bring this around. And once you got that, then you should be able to move this down. This is just all stuck here. Alright, hold on a sec, it's not cooperating with me. Alright, so, yeah, what I had to do was kind of move Chromia's head just a little bit backwards, because it kind of gets in the way on this figure. It didn't really do that with Prowl, but for Chromia here it does. But yeah, anyways, so then, once you got that done, then you can swing this all around. And then, next you just want to bring up these back pieces right here. And then you can straighten everything out however you like. And once you got that all done, there you guys have Chromia in her robot mode. And I gotta say, I mean, even though it's not really that accurate to how she appeared in Cyberverse, it does look really nice. It looks 10 times better than the Siege Chromia, which was based off of the G1 version, and that one used, I think, like was a Combiner Wars mold, or no, a Power of the Primes mold. Forgot who, but I think it was Moonracer, I want to say. But, you know, like with the whole, like, they kind of had to remove the combination gimmick, but at the same time, you know, it just made that figure look very awful, so, thank God I never picked up that figure. But, yeah, at least this one's more coherent, so, yeah. So anyways, let's take a close-up look here at the head sculpt. Really nice, probably the most accurate part about this figure. You know, it's kind of neutralized, it doesn't look too cartoony as opposed to how it did on the actual show, but, you know, you can definitely tell that's Chromia. And yeah, I really love the way like this kind of blue looks here. It's kind of like a purplish blue for the thighs and the biceps. And I don't know, it's a unique color, you know, it's not one that I don't think we've seen on a Transformer before, at least not on the Chromia. And yeah, looks really nice. I do like the teal stripes. And here's the back. I mean, mold-wise, it's pretty much what we saw before with Prowl, but just the new decos and of course the new head. Now, one thing they did retain on the head for Chromia from Prowl was this right here. As you can see, like for her MPH or whatever, miles per hour for those who don't know what it stands for. But that's cool. You know, you can see all this right here, and that was molded for the alt mode. So, like when her head is sort of like tucked in, you can at least see the back, and then that fills in the gap for the motorcycle. And I think that's pretty nice. But yeah. Anyways, for articulation, it's the exact same as it was on Prowl. So, yeah, head's on the ball joint, you can move it from side to side. Head can look up that far and then down that far, so that's pretty good. Because on most Transformer figures, like usually got the side to side, and it can look up, but then never usually is able to look down. Fortunately, it can look down this figure, so yeah, that's pretty nice. Shoulders are on mushroom pegs right here, so you can rotate them like a full 180. And you can also move them out this far, and then she does have a bicep swivel, a bend at the elbow, in and out movements at the wrists, but sadly no wrist swivels. But yeah, she does have a waist swivel. Legs can kick up this far and back that far, or like this. And because of how this figure is all engineered with transformation, you kind of can get a bit of an ab crunch, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, she has a thigh swivel. Knees do bend about this much, and the ankles do pivot. They're on ball joints, they can get all kinds of movement. And yeah, that's pretty much it there for the articulation. And I'd say it's pretty nice, just as it was on Prowl. And I do appreciate too that they paint in like the kind of above the feet here. I just realized that because they kind of had like that for Prowl, but it was only like a gold outlining or whatever on the edges. It wasn't like this. So I do appreciate Hasbro for adding that in. But yeah, but now anyways, for accessories, again, she comes with her shurikens. So let's take a look at those up close right now. So here they are folded in, and what you want to do is you just want to take I guess preferably your index finger and your thumb for both hands, and then just kind of move it in a way where it should push it out like this. And it normally should click, but on this figure, and even on Prowl, like these don't actually click in there, just kind of move out, but they don't lock in, so oh well. Now on the box and instructions, they do show that you can fit these in her hand, which you can, but it's kind of, I mean, of course now it's acting properly. Like it depends on how you have these in, like these kind of can stay in, but the only hand where it can truly fit in is this one right here with the smaller cap. And let's demonstrate that right now with this one right here. This is the one that doesn't like to cooperate with me, but at least in alt mode. And yeah, as you can see, this one fits in much nicer right there. And yeah, so there's that right there. And now we gotta straighten her up because of how her legs are. Yeah, unfortunately that problem has not been fixed from Prowl. There's nowhere that this kind of locks in or kind of clicks in, it just moves all around, so it's a bit fiddly if you're trying to stand her up. But yeah, alright, so anyways, making sure she's all straight out right here. Alright, so yeah, now anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here she is with Windblade. So we got some Cyberverse Legacy Fembot action going on here. So there's that. And last but not least, here she is with Prowl. And as much as I like Chromia, I still say that this Prowl, definitely fits the mold better. I mean, it was intended for him, so it's not too surprising. But I still think they did a pretty good job converting this into Chromia. But it would have been nice if they did just a bit more, I guess, like remolding and stuff. Like, they changed the deco and they changed the head, but that was kind of it. So I don't think Chromia once has had shurikens, so. Especially not in Cyberverse, so yeah, as you can tell, I have to hold on the Prowl because I don't want to go through the pain of trying to strain them up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class Cyberverse Universe Chromia. And yeah, just like with Prowl, I'd say this is a very solid figure. Only complaint is transformation's a little wonky. I mean, it's not too bad, like, once you get used to it, but it's still kind of odd, but, at the same time makes sense, considering, as with Prowl, Chromia is a motorcycle former. I guess, that's something she's always been, mostly in Transformers history, but, or maybe, I don't know, but yeah, overall though, I mean, motorcycle mode looks pretty good. I also dig the robot mode. I think the deco that they chose for Chromia is pretty nice. I do like that kind of sort of muted blue, and I do like that sort of purplish mix that they add into the thighs and biceps, even the hands too. But it would be nice, for some new molding aside from the head, and more weapons that fit Chromia a bit more than just shurikens. But overall pretty nice. If you're a fan of Cyberverse, I'd say pick it up, and also a fan of Chromia too. I'd say it does do her justice in comparison to the Siege one. So yeah, so anyways guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways guys, as always, till all are one.